8, in a letter to Netanyahu, Guterres says the UN cannot remain indifferent to actions taken by Israel, which are in direct contravention of the obligations of Israel under international law. Israel's parliament passed a law in October 2024 banning UNRWA from operating in Israel and prohibiting Israeli officials from having contact with the agency. It then amended the law last month to ban electricity or water to the UNRWA facilities.
And back home, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana yesterday said the special adjustment bill underscored the need for self-sufficiency and the need to move with speed in addressing universal health access through the implementation of the National Health Insurance. Godongwana said the court cases challenging the NHI will delay implementation on the legislation. He noted that both protagonists in the court action proclaim they support universal coverage and access.
So we, and when I say we, I'm talking about Altaf and I, are making a list. And we started very, very early this year. Not that the year is already that old, or whatever case may be. But we're making a list of what we're calling Nazisms.
Protagonist.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm so distracted.
Why are you distracted? Tell me.
There are all of these beautiful, colorful chairs.
Yeah.
There are little ones there's 4 at the moment. And I'm sure you can see from this angle.
Yeah.
Smiles are so wide. You can see every pearl inside.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
I see Umar has got some company sitting next to him.
He does. That's Mohammed Saeed.
Mohammed Saeed, assalamu alaikum, young man. He's got his hands on his face like, oh, they said my name on the radio.
There's Ayan also that I can see. And Mohammed.
There you go. So if you're wondering how come Nesmira knows all the children's names, it's because
this is home.
This is home?
This is home. The studio is home.
Yeah.
At 207.
Yeah.
And this 2 is home. And it is only home because of these little faces.
No, absolutely. Now, as said in the beginning of the program, we're coming to you live from IBN Masud. So today we want parents to share how the morning is going with preparing the kids for the first day. You know, tell us on WhatsApp how's the getting ready going? How's the dropping off going? Tell us how it's going for those kids that are going to school for the very, very first time. Pop us a WhatsApp message on 0609041056. Would love to hear how your morning's going, how the kiddies' morning's going. If you're a teacher, if you're a teacher, tell us how your day is going as well.
I think a little bit too early for that.
What?
Because the teachers have been here from Monday. So I think the routine has kind of been sorted already. Now it's just ready for them to come in and experience the new class that you will have for 2026.
Okay. Now, if you're wondering, what's happening, yes, Nesmira and I are sitting in the same vehicle and broadcasting out of IBN Masud's forecourt, I'd like to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not parking area. Forecourt. And for some reason, no matter which mic we give to her, and she's tried 3 already, they're all sort of dipping and all of that. The team's working on trying to see what's the story with that one there, and we'll try and get it right. Rashida, assalamu alaikum. We're not reading those messages today. MH says, first day of school lesson. My hand is in warm water. You can say this sentence in English and in Afrikaans, and it will mean the exact same thing.
Correct.
My hand is in warm water. That's the English version. What would the Afrikaans pronunciations of those words be?
So my hand is in warm water.
Exactly, and spelled exactly the same way as well. Nice one, MH. Thank you very much for sending that one there through. A little bit of food for thought for us. Now, it's coming up to 6 minutes before 7 this morning. Expecting the principal of IBN Masud School to be in studio not too long from now. I'm pretty certain she's got a ton that she needs to get through, being the principal of the school today. Academic head of the intermediate phase expected to speak with us. We've got the head of the LSEN department that's expected on the program as well. The head of the foundation phase expected to speak with us as well. So loads of information that we want to pass on to the supporters of Al Ansar, the foundation, the listeners of Radio Al Ansar, because, and somebody did ask the question earlier.
Yeah.
Second year in a row, you're going to Ibn Masud.
Mhm.
Yes, because as Nazmira says, this is home.
Absolutely.
You have to go home first.
And it's lovely because, like you say,
Mm.
you've been here a year ago.
Yeah.
And you yourself are incredibly surprised by the changes from that day
Yeah.
till where you sit today.
Fantastic changes, fantastic development taking place here at Ibn Masud. A sense of excellence. And of course, we have to put the credit for that in only one place. The development that's taking place at Ibn Masud, the improvements that are being made at Ibn Masud, all of those, the elevation that's taking place here at Ibn Masud. There's only one place we can place the credit for all of those things, and it is with every single person that has it in their heart to support the school, to donate towards what we're trying to achieve with these young learners. So credit to our donors, our sponsors, our well-wishers, every single person that has taken a second or 10 to make a dua for the school itself, for its development and its improvement. So credit quite literally to you. I know you're listening in. You, that supporter, that donor, that person that takes the time out of their salah and says, may this educational facility just grow tenfold, 20-fold, that sort of thing. So it's coming up for 3 minutes now to 7. Main news bulletin coming up after this.
Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Every day, thousands go to bed hungry, but you can change that. With just 10 Rand, you can provide a loaf of bread. This bread is more than just a donation, it is a lifeline for so many families in need. Be part of the Al Ansar Outreach Slice of Life drive today. Call Outreach on 031 208 1601 and make a difference one loaf at a time.
Lunchtime hits and you pull out pub and cabbage. Or that same sad sandwich mom made when you went to school. Eesh. Now flip the script with the Debonairs Pizza Real Deal range. You get 6 meaty flavors that turn boring into brilliant. Barbecue bacon, Debonairs chicken, Russian, and more. Enjoy more with... Choose one of 6 meaty Real Deal flavors for just 29 Rand 90 each. Debonairs Pizza. Try something amazing.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
It's the Breakfast Rush, all over your radio.
Waking up today was no accident. You gave me health and happiness. Alhamdulillah for these precious gifts. Live today, not tomorrow. Ya Allah, I thank you every time. I can see it clearly through these eyes. SubhanAllah, these are simple signs. Know that my time is borrowed. From my eyesight down to the touch, I cannot even thank you enough. I promise you I'm not giving up. Jannah is what awaits me. Life has been more than good to me. Even the pain has taught me to see. Appreciate even the air you breathe. Yeah, Allah, you made me. I'm grateful for every single thing you've given me. I'm grateful And I don't need to worry about a thing. If I forget to thank you, Lord, just give me a sign I can't ignore. I'm grateful. And I am so grateful.
What you have leads to a single word. Felt with every single nerve. No matter who you are, always put him first. Let it flow like the river. Nothing in this life is truly mine. The beauty in my life that you designed. And I was here every single time. The shukru alhamdulillah. From my eyesight down to the touch, I cannot even thank you enough. Promise you I'm not giving up. Jannah is what awaits me. Life has been more than good to me. Even the pain has taught me to see. Appreciate even the air you breathe. Yeah, Allah, you made me grateful for every single thing you're giving me. I'm grateful. Now I don't need to worry about a thing. And if I forget to thank you, Lord, just give me a sign I can't ignore. I'm grateful. And I am so grateful.
I'm grateful for every single thing you've given me.
I'm grateful. Now I don't need to worry about a thing.
And if I forget to thank you, Lord,
Just give me a sign I can't ignore.
I'm grateful. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful. And I don't need to worry about a thing. And if I forget to thank you, Lord, just give me a sign I can't ignore.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Breaking news at 7, the widely reported domestic violence incident involving Durban stylist stand salon owner Snehlanhla Mthembu has ignited a national outrage and intensified the spotlight on South Africa's persistent gender-based violence and a femicide crisis. Good morning, I'm Tabila Duma. The widely reported domestic violence incident involving Durban stylist stand salon owner Snehlanhla Mthembu has ignited national outrage and intensified the spotlight on South Africa's persistent gender-based violence and a femicide crisis. Mthembu shared social media posts alleging abuse by her boyfriend and claiming a lack of police action on cases opened in the Lamontville and Tumlazi police stations. The posts went viral, prompting strong reactions. Women for Change demanded justice for Mthembu and said that they are outraged. The organization said no survivor should have to disclose their trauma online for the protective system to believe or help them. KZN Legislature Standing Committee on the Quality of Life Chairperson Fikile Masigo said that GBVF remains a national crisis. Meanwhile, IFP Women's Brigade KZN Chairperson Councillor Ntomfuthi Ntshayi said that the alleged failure by law enforcement is unacceptable and raises serious concerns about the treatment of gender-based violence cases in the province and in the country. As Minister of Higher Education and Training, Buti Manamela congratulated the matric class of 2025. He urged first-year students to await official communication or confirmation of university placement and accommodation before traveling to tertiary institutions. Manamela said that the 88% record pass rate marked an important milestone for the basic education system and reflected sustained improvements in learner retention, throughput, and equality, including improved performance in many no-fee schools. He added that South Africa's universities, technical and vocational education and training colleges, community education and training colleges, private higher education institutions, and the skills development institutions stand ready to receive students across a wide range of post-school pathways. However, students are urged to ensure that they have received a formal confirmation of academic placement and accommodation before traveling to any institution. Institutions will only engage students who have been formally accepted and accommodated. In more news, the investigating officer in the murder case of a popular media personality, Warwick Stock, known as DJ Warris, told the Johannesburg Magistrates Court yesterday that police will soon arrest the girlfriend of the accused mastermind behind the killing. Captain Abi Motswedi said that during the formal bail application of Victor Majola, aged 44, who is facing charges of murder, premeditated murder, and a conspiracy to commit murder. DJ Waris was shot dead on the 16th of December last year outside the Zambezi building in Johannesburg CBD. Majola was arrested last month in connection with the killing. Matswedi said the investigation was close to finalization and that the arrest of the alleged shooter was imminent. Matswedi said that once forensic examinations were completed, police would also arrest Majola's girlfriend Hlengiwe, who he alleged had previously threatened DJ Waris. A Durban-based organization that conducts a structured community cleanups using trained volunteers expressed a disappointment of following a viral video showing a waste worker unaffiliated with the organization disposing of litter into a stormwater drain. Project A Community, an initiative of We Feed SA, said that supervision was crucial and that managing manual labor in public spaces can be complex, particularly where work is carried out across multiple locations and over extended periods. The video, which was circulated widely on social media, shows a woman using a rake to move the grass and litter into a stormwater drain. The eThekwini municipality confirmed that, following an internal assessment, the individual captured in the footage is not associated with any volunteer organization, but is an employee of a contracted waste service provider. The eThekwini municipality confirmed that, following an internal assessment, the individual captured in the footage is not associated with any volunteer organization, but is an employee of a contracted waste service provider. While the individual involved was not a municipal employee, the city stated that it remains accountable for services delivered on its behalf. The municipality said a meeting was held on the 8th of January between senior officials from the Waste Management Directorate and representatives of the contractor to address the incident and agree on corrective actions. And finally, authorities say the administration of United States President Donald Trump will end temporary deportation protections and work permits for some Somali nationals in the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said yesterday that the Trump administration was ending temporary protected status, which shields migrants from deportation to countries where it's deemed unsafe to return, and grants a temporary work authorization for Somalis living in the U.S. The decision, which is expected to affect about 1,100 people, is likely to face legal challenges. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands and 36 cents, to the euro at 19 rands and 5 cents, to the pound at 21 rands and 98 cents. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 36 cents. Gold is trading at $4,622.97 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $65.15 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with the headlines at 7:30. For Radar and News, I'm Tabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabile Duma. It's your breakfast rush as we broadcast live from the IBN Masud School of Excellence here in Durban. Let's figure out what's going on the roads.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Vehicle broken down on the N2 southbound as you come from the Queen Nandi ramp, left-hand lane obstructed. Roadworks on the N3 and N2 bi-directional between Ikluti, M7 on the the south side, Sloti on the north side, and if you're on the N3, all the way from the M13, there's roadworks. The traffic that I just spoke about earlier on, South Coast Road, Blamey, South Coast Road, Gimsby, Cloud, this is the four-way stop. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Much appreciated. You take it easy, be safe, and we'll catch up with you in about 20 minutes for the final update this morning. Walaikum salam. TBR it is, 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Peter Maritzburg. There's an interesting message that comes through from Shanaz. I've read this on social media a couple of times. People have been sending this out on, WhatsApp groups and what have you.
Okay. What did she say?
I think it's good advice.
Okay.
I think it's good advice. It says, well, school's about to start, right? And to parents, please sit down with your child for just 5 minutes. Have a chat with your child and explain to them that being tall, short, chubby, skinny, black, or white is not a joke. Explain that there's nothing wrong with wearing the same shoes every day, that a used backpack carries the same dreams as a new one. Teach them not to discriminate against someone who is different or doesn't have the same opportunities. Explain to your child that teasing hurts and remind them that they go to school to learn, not so much to compete.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't have said it better.
I think it's brilliant advice, and we must be doing these sort of things and having these sort of conversations with our children, because whether they are or are not guilty of something that could be construed as negative, in the schooling environment or even in their social circles, we need to advise our children that being good is helpful. Being good is a good idea. We need to tell our children this. And supporting the next human being is the best idea.
100%. And when they do things like this, when they educate it in such a manner, it's so easy for them to know right from wrong. Well, like you said, even if you are not the one that is causing or doing the wrong, you can correct someone that is.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. So do good and be good. It's not only for the end of the show, it's for all day, every day, where we must learn to be just great to the next person, be nice to the next person. I'm seeing people come through, and there's so many new faces just sitting in the forecourt here.
And the chairs are filling up quite swiftly.
Very, very much so.
Big bags, lots of packets from what I can see from this angle, and just brand new stationery that has that different kind of scent to it.
Yeah. Scent?
Yes, it's fresh stationery. It's stationery a pencil that hasn't fallen on the floor yet, you haven't sharpened yet, that you haven't, an eraser that is fresh, doesn't have, those black marks on it, etc. Just
so everything's just brand
beautiful.
New.
Alhamdulillah. Just like the little ones.
Look at them. Look at them. They're looking absolutely happy to be at school on the first day of school. You can hear in the background, they're all chatting between themselves, probably haven't seen their friends since last year.
Holiday news, we like to call it.
Holiday news?
Holiday news.
Like, what did you get up to?
What did you do? Who did you see? Where did you go? And from what I can see, a lot of the boys will come and say, well, we went for a haircut.
You went for a haircut. Good for you. It reminds me, I didn't take my son for a haircut this year, and he is not happy.
You were meant to do that yesterday.
Exactly. That was a plan, and then plans change.
Yeah, of course.
So he's actually like holding his head, and he's like, I hope I don't get in trouble at school today. And I'm thinking, it's not that bad. Just comb it.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I'll say, go ask my daddy.
Yeah.
Can't take myself to the barber.
Oh, here's Anwar that comes to and says, let's do this. Students and drivers. Students, use crosswalks. Eyes up, phones away. Wait for the bus to come to a complete stop, right? And then drivers, slow down in and around a school area, right? Drivers, watch for children that are crossing.
Absolutely.
You have to keep an extra eye out. So if there's somebody else in the car, tell them as well, hey, listen, just eyes peeled and leave the phone aside for the next 10 minutes. We're driving past the school area, and you got to keep an eye out for children that are crossing. No overtaking when Scholar Patrol is signaling a traffic stop.
Good advice. Look, I think it just boils down to taking care of one another. But I would say do that everywhere, because there are children that walk long distances to school. So it might not particularly be a school area, but there would be learners there.
I'm loving listening to the chit chat behind you. All of this talking that is going on in the background with all of these children. I see some of the teachers and everybody coming through as well, which is absolutely fantastic to see and to hear all of this going on at the moment. Now, we've got Facebook Live, we've got YouTube Live, we've got Instagram Live, we've got a little bit of a better angle on the camera. Thank you very much to the team for sorting that out. I think it was between Zach and Riaz. They were trying to work out how not to get Michelle's bald spot to be the main actor in the video. So we'll see how that one there goes. Anyway, when we come back, Nazmira Kasim gets into conversation with a few of her colleagues.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunflower cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunflower. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At Africa Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for 16,500 Rand, or a borehole in Afghanistan for 55,000 Rand, or Africa for 65,000 Rand, or any amount. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. An ongoing reward with Africa Muslims Agency.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
16 minutes past 7, and we are at IBN Masud, broadcasting live on the first day of school. This morning, alhamdulillah, we are joined by IBN Masud staff. So the intention is just to give us a brief insight about the school. So we've got Principal Sadia, academic head of the intermediate phase and head of Alson, as well as the head of the foundation phase. So we'll start with Sadia. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Nazmira. Thank you for having us today.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for being here. How are you feeling?
Excited, I would say nervous. Radio is not really our thing. I know teachers are known for talking, but not on radio. But we'll give this one a try.
So far, so good. Sadia, let's get into it. Can you tell us a bit about IBN Masud and how does your school differ from the mainstream educational setting?
Okay, to give you a brief description, our school is a remedial and Alton school. That is, of course, a project of the Al Ansar Foundation. Our school aims to support learners who may struggle in a mainstream classroom or a mainstream setting. We have remedial classes as well as an autism and Alton unit. We work with children who need a different pace, a different approach, and a more supportive learning environment for them to truly succeed and reach their full potential when compared to a traditional classroom setting. All of our educators are, of course, qualified with degrees and are registered with the South African Council of Educators. That includes our Islamic Studies educators as well. Okay, so what really sets us apart from mainstream schools is our small class sizes, and that allows us to give our learners individual attention. We take time to understand each child, how they may learn, what challenges they face, and what helps them to thrive in and out of the classroom. Learning here isn't rushed, and children are never made to feel as if they are falling behind. Our focus on literacy and numeracy is really important, using engaging programs like Reading Eggs and Math Seeds. These are, of course, computer programs. Being in the age of technology and AI, we allow them to engage with technology, which we feel allows them to build their skills at a better level. Okay, so these programs can also be accessed, well, of course, at school and then at home as well, to allow them to complete tasks as well as revise at home. With technology being a big part of our classrooms, we use our interactive TVs and digital platforms to make our lessons more visual, more hands-on, more meaningful. This, of course, is accompanied by a more practical approach to learning in and out of the classroom. So, as an important part of our school, our identity is an Islamic ethos. Our learners complete the IOSA curriculum as per their level. So beyond academics, our learners benefit from structured reading activities, educational games, creative tasks, guided moving activities, and that, of course, supports their overall development. At the end of the day, our goal is simple. We want every child to feel valued, capable, and we adapt the environment to meet their needs and help them reach their full potential academically and personally.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for your time. And we
Jazakallah.
hope that you have an incredible first day back with the little ones.
Inshallah.
Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
We move from from Sadia to Abida, academic head of the intermediate phase. Abida, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Breakfast Rush.
Wa alaikum salam. Jazakallah so much, Nazmira.
Abida, what are some of the misconceptions about remedial schools, remedial education as a whole in the community, and how do you address all of these misconceptions?
I think one of the biggest misconceptions in our community about remedial education is that it's only for children who are slow. And I can confidently say that that couldn't be further from the truth. Many of our learners are actually super bright, they're creative, and they are so curious about the environment around them. They simply just learn differently or need more time, structured support with specialized teaching strategies. Another misconception that we have that we find that's very common in our community is that remedial schools lower their academic standards. And in fact, in reality, we work with the same curriculum. So Ibn Masud actually follows a CAPS curriculum. However, we adapt the pace, the methods, and we support each learner's needs personally. The goal is not simply to just learn, but to make learning accessible to each of our learners. There's also a belief that children in remedial education won't be able to succeed beyond school. And we often see so many of our learners, within our Ibn Masud school and also other remedial schools in the community, where these learners just need to build confidence and close that learning gap that they have. And then they transition so successfully into your mainstream environment. And also they go into further education institutes. However, we just need to support their learning way of, finding things about education. The way that Ibn Masud addresses these misconceptions, there's two main focuses that we look at. The first one is we educate not only our parents, but also the community at large. And I feel also communication is key. Regular consults with our parents helps to help our learners progress better when it comes to their education. And then we also focus on long-term success by building their confidence, by filling in that gap that they have. And we support each of our learners to transition from your remedial school into your mainstream school.
It's coming up at 7:21, 7:22 this morning, and you're listening to The Breakfast Rush. We're broadcasting live from the Ibn Masud School of Excellence, just on the outskirts of Overport. You've heard from the principal, Sadia, the academic head of the intermediate phase, Abida. We speak now to the head of the Alson department, if you want to call it that, Sister Tasneem. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to The Breakfast Rush on Radio Al-Ansar.
Alaikum assalam. Jazakallah for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Tell us, what is Alson and how does Ibn Masud support learners beyond academics?
Okay, so the term Alson is quite new, in terms of the mainstream academic sector. And I feel that lots of people don't even know what the term Alson means. They don't realize that it's actually an acronym which stands for Learners with Special Educational Needs. So basically, this refers to children who experience barriers to learning. So it's not that they can't learn, it's just that they learn differently due to their barriers. So some of the barriers can be maybe attention span, concentration span, comprehension skills, basic reading skills, math skills, just to mention a few. Another one that we kind of always ignore is also emotional regulation and meeting their sensory needs. So due to these barriers, these learners, like I said, and like Sadia and Abida have mentioned, these kind of allow them to differ from learning in a mainstream environment. And this kind of environment, like Ibn Masud, supports them in order to bridge that gap so that they can meet the needs that they need to. So coming back to Ibn Masud and how we support our learners in this kind of environment, firstly, I'm actually a new employee here, and already I can see that the teachers and the team are continuously upskilling themselves, in order to, keep abreast with the current kinds of technology and, continuously upskilling themselves in terms of how to support the learners and learn about each and every learner's personal needs, personal barriers so that they can meet their needs. The small structured environment as well, where the classroom size, where there's fewer learners in each class, that also allows the teachers to give them individualized attention, as well as bring out the learners' creativity to teach them in ways that they learn, using practical hands-on methods, technology, like I've mentioned, where smart TVs are in each of the classrooms. So accessibility to technology becomes easier because, like we know, kids of today, all they know is the devices. So using these kinds of, assistive technology and methods really enhance their learning environment.
Thank you very much for that. Just enjoying the hospitality here at the Ibn Masud School of Excellence. I'm looking out at the parking area and just so many new faces again coming through and just joining us here on day one, the first day of school. Now, we did mention that we're speaking of four of the individuals that are in charge of making sure the kids at Ibn Masud have the best experience, schooling experience, learning experience every single day. So it gives me pleasure now to speak to the head of the foundation phase here at Ibn Masud, Sister Rabia. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Breakfast Rush.
Wa alaikum salam and assalamu alaikum to the listeners of Radio Al Ansar.
Tell us before we get into all of this, you've been with Ibn Masud now for quite a while.
Yeah.
I had the wonderful experience of having a quick tour this morning before the show got started, and I've noticed significant development at this school where we're putting in new classrooms, we're putting in computer rooms, we're building this entire Elson block. There's just so much going on here at Ibn Masud from a developmental point of view. Now, I know you weren't supposed to come here and talk about this morning, but I'm that guy. I am that guy that will put you in this spot. So, no, I've got a cordless mic. I can go behind you and get an answer from somebody who's been here for these many years. I'm pretty certain it is very heartwarming for you to pay attention over here, right? I'm sure it's very heartwarming for you to see the school grow. Before we talk about the foundation phase, tell me really quickly, as a staff member that's been here nurturing these youngsters for all of these many years, how does it make you feel watching it grow in the direction that it is growing? And the reason I'm asking this, and I know you didn't know that I'm going to ask you, is because I want an honest answer. How does it feel? It's a small property. It was. We're growing up. We're growing sideways. We're growing in various different ways.
Correct.
Tell me about it.
So the vision of Ibn Masud School is to nurture confident learners.
Yes.
We well-grounded learners who grounded in strong Islamic values, love, learning, and prepared academically, emotionally, and morally in this community. Also, like you said, Ibn Masud has grew over the years. So a day at Ibn Masud, let me just fill you in on a day at Ibn Masud. It's a well-balanced and engaging day. We used structured learning programs like, I think Sadia ma'am mentioned that we have reading eggs for literacy, we have maths now for numeracy. That's when the computer classes come into play. And then we have along that, the extra curriculum, we have academics, we have Islamic studies where children learn values, character and faith, physical activity. I'm not sure if you are aware of Whack-A-Ball. He's also on board here at Ibn Masud School, and he comes in, which helps with teamwork, coordination. And our educators as well are supported with smart televisions in this class. I'm sure you've seen
that's brilliant.
those nice screens. And this makes lessons interactive and engaging. So overall, a day in Ibn Masud School is a mix of learning, movement, and a lot of value.
So, Rabia, very often we need to talk to the parents.
Correct.
As educators, as members of management, we need to talk to the parents. And oftentimes it's not very positive conversations. It's this one is, we need some help with a little bit of discipline, this, that, and the other. But every so often, we get this wonderful opportunity to speak positive to our parents. So,
Right.
what message would you give to parents who have children that have learning barriers?
So I would like to remind the parents that a learning barrier doesn't mean your child can't learn. It just means they learn differently. Correct. And every child has their own pace, their own strengths, their own way of making sense of the world around them. And no one understands your child parents like you do. And that makes you, as a parent, their strongest support. So focus on your child's strength, celebrate small wins, seek knowledge about specific needs that your child needs, and partner with the school, work with the educators, and remember you're not alone. As patience, consistent support, and belief in their potential are key to helping them thrive in this world. And also, the ultimate goal with children who have learning barriers isn't to make them fit into some kind of mold or keep up with everyone else and do what everyone else is doing. The goal is to help them understand themselves, to build their confidence, to develop the skills they can succeed with. Right? Because when a child knows they are capable, they are supported by their parents, they are valued, learning becomes possible. It becomes easy for them. So parents, please, you are your child's strongest support system and just be there for them.
I think that was wonderfully said and fantastic advice from a member of staff who has been with IBN Masud for a number of years. She's now the head of the foundation phase. Sister Rabia, thank you so much for coming through.
But before I leave, I just want to send a huge shout out to all my little learners. Your smiles, your curiosity, the effort you make every single day to show up. Just learners, keep trying, keep asking questions, and keep being the amazing little people you are. Right? Your teachers are so excited to see you today. And also to my foundation phase teachers and teachers overall, right? As you begin this new year, thank you, teachers, for showing up with love, patience, and it's going to be an amazing academic year.
It does look that way.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be an absolutely amazing year. Rabia, thank you so much for being with us on the show this morning. It's been brilliant having the principal, Sadia, come into studio, the academic head of the intermediate phase in studio as well, the head of the Alson department. And of course, now you've heard from the head of the foundation phase. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the head of the Breakfast Rush. My name's Nishal Sarwan.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Allahumma barik lana fi Rajab wa Sha'ban wa Sha'ban وبلغنا رمضان.
Parents, get ready. New stock has just arrived at the Culinarium. Treat your little ones to the ultimate adventure with our rechargeable kids' electric ride-on cars. From sleek Mercedes, rugged Jeeps, to flashing light police cars, we've got every dream car waiting. Whether it's style, power, or pure excitement, you'll find everything you need at the Culinarium. Hurry in today and give your kids the ride of their lives.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This is the Breakfast Rush. It's the intelligent choice.
This feature on the Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
Giving you the absolute best of internet at the time that you need it most with the home internet data deal. This deal is 389 rands per month over 36 months, and we have up to 20 megabits per second here on the download speed, 400 gigabytes of data, connects up to 128 devices on this deal. And you can add on. As always, we like to give you more. So when you get this deal, you can enhance it by adding on the HP 250 G9 Celeron laptop at 169 Rand per month over 36 months with a 3-year warranty. Talking about data, we've got you covered. Prepaid fiber, uncapped with unfinishable Wi-Fi, just so you can live extra without limits from only 269 rands per month. That is as little as 9 rand per day. You have internet unlimited, giving you entertainment, gaming, work, streaming, and everything else that you need at one go.
This feature on the Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0, Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Breaking news at the bottom of the hour, while the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education has trumpeted its record-breaking 90.6% matric pass rate, a governing body association said that the real credit should be given to the pupils, teachers, and the school communities. Advocate Dalim Pofu claims that the 4 professional misconduct charges that the Legal Practice Council instituted against him are driven by a racist and anti-Mpofu bias and wants the Gauteng High Court to set them aside. And finally, U.S. senators have introduced a bill aimed at preventing President Donald Trump from seizing NATO territory, including the self-governing Danish island of Greenland. That's it for now. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. Much appreciated. You know, this initiative of being here with our outreach department is something that I absolutely enjoy every single year. And Nasmira, whilst we're waiting for Superintendent Rauf, I want you to see what's happening outside right now. With the outreach department, we've got Sister Halima, Brother Zakaria, and a few others that are representing our outreach department here today. Sister Swaleha working tremendously hard behind the scenes.
Absolutely, always.
Watch what is going on outside. Tell everybody what's going on outside right now.
All I need to say is I need to leave you.
Why?
So I can go because I need what Halima has.
Tell her quickly.
It is amazing. So I can see Halima handing out, together with Brother Zach, what looks like stationery packs.
Yep.
So there's a ruler, very, very good quality. Looks like something that will last them a very, very long time.
Absolutely.
And looks like there's a pencil in there. There's an eraser. And that's
Don't
as
sing.
far as
Just
I
tell
can
us.
see.
So outreach coming through as they do every year. And every single student, pupil, learner that is here today is getting a stationery pack from our outreach department. And you see Sister Halima, Brother Zach, and all of the others walking around between the chairs at the moment, just handing one to every child. So there's just about 100 or so of those that are being distributed at the moment. But before we talk more about all of that, let's get to final traffic update and, of course, sport for today.
This traffic report is brought to you by BYD Durban, proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
The last traffic update for this morning. Superintendent Rauf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
I'm looking for a sharpener. Does it have a sharpener?
Yes, it's got a sharpener and an eraser. And I'm trying to sing like Ms. Mira. Am I doing a good job?
No.
But I want a blue sharpener.
You want a blue sharpener? We'll make a plan. Tell us what's happening on the roads.
You got 2 new accidents, one on the M13 eastbound before Avery Road. 2 vehicles involved in this one. North Dale, Peter Masburg, looking good this morning. Just a lot of traffic at the moment that's heading that way as well. Just allow for extra traveling time. Traffic is backing up from the CBD all the way to Northgate Hospital. If you're on the N2, going towards the cloudy, same thing. Traffic is backing up on the N2. Now, if we're taking the off-ramp, we don't know why at this point. Extremely slow traffic. Maybe there's something happening past on the cloudy. We don't know at this point, but this is what's happening on the N2. So just be aware of that, please. Main road to St. John Ross at the bridge is out. So use that as a traffic light that's a four-way stop, please. Accident on the NT northbound. This is at the bottom of Ski Ridge. It's a normal place where your accident will take place. So please be careful. Traffic is backing up. This is going towards Peter Masburg, so traffic is still moving in that vicinity. Allow for extra traveling time. If you're going towards Glencoe Main Road, the R602 this morning. Same thing as yesterday. The roads are blocked for protest action. So stay away from there, please. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Much appreciated. You have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning, inshallah.
Where's my blue sharpener?
It's in Nazmira's hand.
One. There's a pink one.
You got a pink one for
Yeah,
you?
there you go.
Can we paint it blue?
We can do that. There's a blue pen.
There you go. Soup, sorted. Got it. Assalamu alaikum.
That traffic report was brought to you by BYD Durban, proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group. Come visit BYD Durban at 950 Amgeni Road. Explore electric and hybrid vehicles that offer comfort, safety, and long range. BYD is one of the world's largest EV and hybrid vehicle manufacturers. Our experienced team knows BYD models thoroughly, and they'll guide you through features, financing, and trade-in options. Book a test drive and feel the power of BYD. Stop by BYD Durban, 950 Amgeni Road today. Our team is ready to help you find the BYD that suits your lifestyle. Proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Governor.
19 minutes to 8 now. Buddy Governor, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Breakfast Rush.
Walaikum salam. Good morning to you guys. Hope you're all doing well out there. Good work, guys.
Thank you very much, buddy. It's a humid morning here in Durban. The sun's now making its way through the clouds. And the kids are just sitting under the shade of this absolutely huge tree in the forecourt of the IBN Masud, looking lovely, enjoying the breeze and getting all their freebies.
Yeah, that makes me just think of a lovely saying with what you've just said.
Yeah.
You know, the seed that you plant now will be sitting under that shade for decades to come.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, tell us what's happening in the water sports.
Yeah, South African SA20. Ruben Herman hits an unbeaten 65 as Paarl Royals defeated the Durban Supergiants by 6 wickets to move up to second in the standings of the SA20. The Adelaide International Tennis, third seed Mira Andreeva, made light work of Maria Boskova with a 6-3, 6-1 win in round 2. Marketa Vandersarova beat 7 seed Ludmila Samsonova 6-1, 4-6, 6-2. News coming out of the Manchester United camp is that they have finally appointed Michael Carrick as their new head coach until the end of the season. Last night's Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, the first game went off. Newcastle United hosted Manchester City at St. James's Park. Unfortunately, the score went in reverse for Newcastle. They lost 2-0 to Manchester City. Lovely to see Antoine Semenyo getting a goal on his debut. Tonight, well, lots of sports today. Tonight we see Chelsea and Arsenal in the second leg, well, the first leg of the second semi-finals. We also see the SA20, Sunrisers Eastern Cape versus the Joburg Super Kings. That's 5 p.m. And then the big ones tonight, 6 p.m., the Total Energies AFCON 225 semi-finals, Senegal and Egypt, 6 p.m., 9:20, Nigeria and Morocco. A bumper day of sport today, Nishal.
Thank you very much, Buddy Governor. Much appreciated. Informative as always. Looking forward to Friday morning. And he's gone. Assalamu alaikum. There you go. It is your Breakfast Rush, and we are broadcasting out of the Ibn Masud School of Excellence. This initiative powered by the Al Ansar Outreach Department, Sister Swaleha working very hard behind the scenes. We've got Sister Halima, who's in the office working very hard there. I saw you. Assalamu alaikum, firstly.
Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing very good. It's very hot today, but we're so excited and happy to be here with the kids
Yeah.
at Ibn Masud.
No, absolutely. I saw you yesterday with the team in the office, just buzzing everywhere, really, in the car, out to the shops, get back, packing, getting ready. It's been busy times at Outreach. Tell
It
us
has
about
been.
it.
It feels like it's my first day back at school.
Right? Uh-oh.
We've been stationery shopping for, I think, the past week now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's always for a good cause.
Yeah.
You know, it's always good to know that kids are going to school the first day of school. They're
Mm.
going with new stationery.
Mm.
They're going to be happy. You know, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Mhm.
It's always for the kids. Ibn Masud is something that is as Nazmira and I were saying earlier, it's home.
It is home.
Because it's Al Ansar. It's close to our hearts, but it's closer for Outreach. Ibn Masud itself is closer to Outreach. So that relationship between the Outreach Department and the Ibn Masud School of Excellence goes a lot deeper than a lot of people know and
It
understand.
does. You know, there's history there.
You want to explain a little bit for people's understanding?
Okay, so for Ibn Masud, right? I know Sister Saleha, first priority is always Ibn Masud when it comes to back to school drive,
Yep.
when it comes to feeding. Ibn Masud is always first priority. And we work very closely with Hafiz Wadi and Sister Bahia as well. And it's a good relationship, it's history. There's just so much that goes on behind the scenes that the listeners don't see, you know, and we try our best to include volunteers, you know, to come with us to experience what we experience on a daily basis.
It must be very fulfilling. You say daily basis.
It's very fulfilling.
I'm going to be honest, Nazmira, and say I can't work in that department every day.
Why?
I'll end up crying too often.
Fruitful,
No,
alhamdulillah.
it's heartbreaking as well.
Correct.
Because some of the places we go to, with the outreach department, it's heartbreaking. I mean,
absolutely agreed.
100% it is. And you know, being able to separate your emotions
Not easy.
from your professional life,
Yeah.
it's very difficult.
It's not easy at all.
It's not
Last
easy.
year, we went towards the end of the year. We were in the cancer wards, the little baby wards.
Yes.
at
that
the
was so
hospital.
hard. With the toys and the other goodies.
Exactly. The visit was about an hour, but it took me like about 4 or 5 hours to get over it.
Of course.
You know, you're seeing 3-month-old, 4-month-old, 1-year-old little babakis that can't tell you what's paining.
It's like your problems are nothing compared to what they're going through.
I think the only solace you would get from something like that is that you are doing your best to aid.
Yeah. So now let me show you, both you ladies, something that's going to make the both of you feel absolutely amazing. Look out that window at the smiling faces sitting at Ibn Masud this morning. I haven't seen a single tear today.
Alhamdulillah.
I haven't seen a single tear.
First day of school is always exciting. I think the only part I miss about school is the stationery shopping.
No, I must go into the tuck shop.
And I think the reason behind those smiles
Yeah.
also is the stationery packs that Halima has kindly distributed to every single child.
Right, so that to me looks like a stationery pack that even the teacher would want.
Absolutely.
It's a teaching
I've
essential.
already
You know, we're
asked
trying to
for
be
mine.
inclusive in outreach.
So did the teachers get any?
They do.
They do.
100% they
You
do.
giving that one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Sorry,
we'll have to go
Ria.
back.
We know Naz does like pink. So
It's
of course she can
lovely.
get
We gave it the pink one.
Absolutely stunning.
There you go. Halima, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. We'll be back again tomorrow, though.
Oh, tell us what's happening tomorrow.
So we have another back to school project in the Newlands area
Uh-huh.
at the Hillgrove School. So you
Mhm.
can catch the Breakfast Rush team there as well.
So are you guys getting us breakfast
Okay,
tomorrow?
well, yes. That's going to be on me. So I personally will bring breakfast for everyone involved.
She's
All right.
going to make it at home. How fancy.
Listen,
I was going to get it from somewhere, but
toast is what I have at home. So that's the only thing I know how to make.
Uh-huh.
It occasionally gets burned.
I think gourmet breakfast.
Oh,
Gourmet
there
toast.
you go.
So she's adding cheese.
Putting some avocado.
Some banya on top.
Just don't put sugar in anything that is going to,
Good advice. I'll tell you what, we're going to end the program now because we want to go talk to the kiddies on the outside. We want to go play with them outside before they go to school. Well, they're already at school, but before they go to the classroom. I'm just watching all of the teachers and all the helpers at the moment, just buzzing around, handing various different things out to the children and 1 or 2 parents that are here as well. Halima, before you go, piece of advice for
For the new year?
For the new year?
I haven't made my New Year's resolutions, actually.
You're not supposed to do that.
We've been so busy with Souk, and then, we haven't had time to, like, what do I want to do for 2026?
I have no idea. You want to go on holiday?
Yes, please.
All right. Can you just tell everybody that Nisha granted her leave?
There you go.
Thank you.
She's
so
allowed.
much.
She's
I'm
not allowed to come to work. She is
For how many weeks?
Saturday and Sunday. I granted her leave. She's got Saturday and Sunday
So
off.
all of outreach weekend projects will be handled by Mr. Sarwan
No
himself.
worries.
No,
No
thank you
worries.
so much.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate that. TBR, we work hand in hand with TBR.
Alhamdulillah.
Absolutely have to. Well, thank you for being here. And thanks for your
having me.
efforts here. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.
Bring
Looking
your
forward to it. All right, Nismira Kasim,
Time to go to school?
these are your children. You going to tell them something really quickly?
Just be yourself. Have an incredible day. And we look forward to seeing you in the classroom, hearing everything about the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And looking forward to what
Yeah.
you have to give out this year.
I want to try something, right? I don't know if it's going to work because we haven't planned this. Do you want to open up that window a little bit?
Let me try.
Right, we're going to get Tasneem.
Done.
And I can't, whoever else is outside here to help me with this one. So you guys, the teachers, the assistants, Tasneem, I saw her and then she disappeared.
Everyone's
I've
out.
really got to talk to Wardy about these guys just disappearing. Seriously. So what I want you guys to do is, learners of IBN Masud, I want you to look at this red van. All of you learners, all of you guys. How do you get their attention?
The stationery packs are very
The
distracting.
stationery packs are very distracting. There we go. Yes, Rabia, thank you for helping. Right, everybody, look this way. Look at us, and I want you, everybody. Maybe they can make salam, like a really loud salam. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. Mission accomplished. Thank you, boys and girls. That is it for the breakfast rush for this morning. It's 9 minutes to 8. You do good, you be good. Till tomorrow.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the